Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 129 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Hanuman being sent as an emissary of Rama while Rama was resting at sage Bharadwaja's hermitage along with Sita and Lakshmana and also Sugriva and Vibhishana along with the warriors from the Vanara and the Titan class. And then Hanuman, on reaching Sringiverapura, informed Guha regarding return of Rama, and then he come to Nandigrama to tell Bharata regarding the return of Rama, and he also explained all that happened since the time Bharata left Rama at Chitrakuta throughout till up to his return back to the hermitage of Bharadwaja, regarding all that happened at Dandaka forest, with the Janasthana, killing of demons, objection of Sita, and then friendship with Sugriva, alliance with Sugriva, and crossing the ocean through a bridge, and killing of Titan warriors, and capturing of Lanka, and releasing of Sita. All that story he told it to Bharata. Hearing those marvelous tidings, Bharata, that real hero, the slayer of hostile warriors, delighted, issued a command to Shatrughna, saying, "Let all righteous men, having purified themselves, worship all the deities and sacred altars of the city with fragrant garlands and diverse musical instruments. Let the birds conversant with the tradition and all the panegyrists with the queens, ministers, gods, and army, the courtiers, Brahmins, nobles, and the foremost of the artisans issue forth from the capital in companies in order to behold the countenance of Rama, which is as lovely as moon." At this behest, Shatrughna, the slayer of hostile warriors, called together some thousands of laborers, whom he divided into groups, and he said to them, "Fill up the hollows and level the uneven ground from Ayodhya to Nandigrama. Sprinkle every part of the road with water as cold as ice, and let others scatter roasted grain and flowers everywhere. Set up large standards on all the main highways of the capital. At the rising of the sun, let all the dwellings be adorned with crowns and garlands, with many flowers and decorations in 5 colors. Let contingents of soldiers stand along the royal highway to keep it free." At this command from Shatrughna, which filled everyone with joy, Drishti, Jayanti, Vijaya, Siddhartha, Arthasadaka, Ashoka, Mantrapala, and Sumantra, the counsellors of Ayodhya, they set out. Thousands of elephants intoxicated with ichor, and female elephants with golden girths, bearing standards splendidly adorned, on which illustrious warriors were mounted, issued forth, while others set out on horses and in chariots also, and warriors armed with spears, cutlasses, and nets, furnished with banners and pennants, were escorted by the foremost of their leaders and thousands of infantry. Thereafter, the litters bearing the consorts of King Dasharatha with Kausalya and Sumitra at their head also set out, and Bharata, ever fixed in his duty, surrounded by the twice born elders of the city, the merchants and counsellors with garlands and sweetmeats in their hands, rejoiced by the sound of conches and drums, his praises sung by panegyrists, having placed the sandals of the illustrious Rama on his head, took up the white parasol decorated with bright garlands and 2 golden chowries made of yak's tail, worthy of a king. Then that magnanimous prince, emaciated by long fasting, pale, wearing robes of dark and the black antelope skin, head full of joy at the tidings of his brother's approach, set out with his escort to meet Rama, and the sound of the horses' hoofs, the noise of the chariot wheels, the blare of the conches and the beat of the drums, the roaring of the elephants, blast of trumpets and booming of gongs caused the earth to tremble as the whole city proceeded to Nandigrama. Thereafter, Bharata, glancing round, said to Hanuman, the son of Pavana, "Is it due to the levity of your monkey nature that I do not behold Kakusta, the illustrious Rama, scourge of his enemies? Neither are those monkeys able to change their form at will to be seen." To these words, Hanuman, testifying to the truth, answered the virtue loving Bharata, saying, "That Sylvan army has reached the trees covered with fruits and flowers, flowing with honey, there where the humming of bees intoxicated with love can be heard. All this was created by virtue of a boon bestowed by Vasava on the sage Bharadwaja as a reward for his great hospitality. One can hear their shouts of delight, and to my mind, those monkeys have crossed the river Gaumati. Observe that immense cloud of dust near the wood is my estimation. The monkeys are shaking the boughs of sala trees. Behold that aerial chariot, bright as the moon, which can be seen in the distance. It is the celestial car Pushpaka, created by Brahma's thought and was obtained by that hero after he had slain Ravana and his kinsfolk. Glittering like the rising sun, that celestial chariot swift as thought, that is bearing Rama, belongs to Dhanada, who received it from Brahma. In it are the two valiant brothers, offspring of the house of Raghu, accomplished by Vaidehi, the supremely illustrious Sugriva, and the Titan Vibhishana. At that moment, from women, children, youthful persons, and the aged, the joyful clamor, "Rama has come," arose, reaching the skies. Alighting from their chariots, elephants, and horses in order to go on foot, the people beheld the prince standing in his aerial car, resembling the moon in the sky. With joined palms, Bharata advanced joyfully to meet Rama, to whom he paid obeisance, offering him water wherewith to wash his hands and feet, as also the arghya. In that chariot created by Brahma's thought, the elder brother of Bharata, with his large eyes, looked as radiant as the god who bears the thunderbolt. Then Bharata, with a deep bow, paid reverence to his brother Rama, who was seated in the car, like unto the sun on the summit of Mount Meru, and at Rama's command, that swift and excellent vehicle, harnessed to swans, descended to earth. Then the faithful Bharata, approaching Rama full of joy, paid obeisance once again, and Kakusta, drawing Bharata to him, whom he had not seen for a long time, caused him to sit on his lap, embracing him affectionately. Thereafter, Bharata, the scourge of his enemies, approached Lakshmana and Vaidehi and saluted them lovingly. Then the son of Kaikeyi embraced Sugriva, Jambavan, Angada, Mainda, Dvivida, Nila, and Rishabha also, and Sushena, Nala, Gavaksha, Gandhamadana, Sharabha, and Panasa, clasping them in turn in his arms. In the form of men, those monkeys, able to change their shape at will, gaily wished Bharata good fortune. Then, after embracing him, that prince, full of valor, said to Sugriva, that lion among monkeys, "We are four brothers, you shall be the fifth. O Sugriva, benevolence creates friendship and malevolence enmity." Thereafter, Bharata addressed Vibhishana in comforting words, saying, "Be yourself blessed. Your cooperation ensured the success of this difficult enterprise." At that instant, Shatrughna, having paid obeisance to Rama and Lakshmana, bowed reverently to the feet of Sita. Then Rama approached his mother, who was pale and drawn with grief, and prostrating himself, touched her feet, thus rejoicing her heart. After which he saluted Sumitra and the renowned Kaikeyi. Thereafter, paying obeisance to the other queens and his spiritual preceptor. Then all the citizens with joined palms said to Rama, "Be yourself welcome, O long armed hero. You are the increaser of Kausalya's delight." To the elder brother of Bharata, those thousands of hands joined in salutation caused the inhabitants of the city to appear like a lotus in flower. Then Bharata, conversant with his duty, himself took Rama's sandals and fastened them on the feet of that Indra among men, and thereafter with joined palms said to him, "This kingdom that I received in trust, I now render it back to you in its entirety. Today, since I see you as Lord of Ayodhya, the purpose of my existence has been fulfilled and my desires consummated. Now examine your treasury, your storehouses, your house, and your army. By your grace, I have increased them tenfold." These words uttered by Bharata out of fraternal love caused the monkeys and the titan Vibhishana to shed tears. Because if you look at the things that happen, Bharata here is having so much of love for Rama, and on behalf of Rama, as a representative of Rama, he was taking care of Ayodhya for 14 years. And immediately on return, he is handing over the entire kingdom into the hands of Rama. So loving, so obedient to his elder brother. Whereas on the other side, look at the fate of Vibhishana and Sugriva. Wali was so violent that he pushed his own younger brother out. Because of that reason, Sugriva need to ensure the death of Wali in order to regain his power. Whereas for Vibhishana, his elder brother Ravana was on a completely wrong path. He tried his best to bring him back to the righteous path, but of no avail, because he could not able to do that, and finally he had to get his elder brother Ravana killed by Rama. Whereas comparatively, Bharata is so lucky to have such a great brother like Rama, and even Rama is so lucky to have such a great younger brother like Bharata. Thereafter, in his joy, Raghava made Bharata sit on his lap, and with his chariot and army proceeded to the hermitage. Reaching that place with Bharata and his troops, Rama alighted from his aerial car and thereafter spoke to that most excellent chariot, saying, "Now, that is to the Pushpaka chariot, now you may go and place yourself at Vaishravana's, that is Kubera's disposal, to whom it earlier belonged to, because Ravana snatched it from Kubera. So now Rama, after receiving it from Vibhishana, and on reaching Nandigrama, he ordered that Pushpaka to return to Kubera, and I give you leave to depart. Thus dismissed by Rama, that excellent car proceeded in a northerly direction and reached Ganada, that is Kubera's abode. The celestial car Pushpaka, which had been borne away by the titan Ravana, returned at Rama's command with all speed to Dhanada or Kubera. As Shakra touches the feet of Brihaspati, Raghava, having touched the feet of his friend, his spiritual preceptor, seated him, that is to Vasistha, and seated himself by his side a little way apart on an excellent seat. Thus come to the end chapter 129 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puravasini Twamaham Prarthage Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime.